Breaking news out of Southern California. TMZ is reporting that 5-time NBA champion and 18-time NBA All-Star Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California.
Likely heard the shocking and terrible news. NBA superstar Kobe Bryant, 41 years of age, was killed in a helicopter crash earlier today.
Some breaking news coming into us now. American basketball superstar Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash in California.
Former NBA star Kobe Bryant has died.
Breaking news out of Southern California. TMZ is reporting that 5-time NBA champion and 18-time NBA All-Star Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California at the age of 41. The report was confirmed by multiple news sources. According to TMZ, Bryant was with at least 3 other people in his private helicopter when a fire broke out and the helicopter went down. Nobody on board survived the crash. TMZ reports Bryant's wife, Vanessa, was not among those on board. Bryant regularly used a private helicopter to travel for many years, dating back to his playing days when he would commute from Newport Beach to Staples Center in his chopper. We'll have continuing coverage on NESN.com as this story continues to develop.
Some breaking news coming into us now. American basketball superstar Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash in California. He was among at least 4 people traveling in his private helicopter when a fire broke out, sending the chopper spiraling from the sky. Now, Bryant starred for 2 decades with the LA Lakers, winning 5 championships and making 18 All-Star games before retiring at the end of the 2016. He was 41.
Former NBA star Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash in California. It's believed 4 other passengers were on board and died as well. The helicopter was travelling in the hills above Calabasas near Los Angeles before it crashed and burst into flames, igniting a bushfire. The NBA All-Star won 5 championships and became one of the greatest basketball players of his generation during a 20-year career with the Los Angeles Lakers. He was 41 years old. And Donald Trump has tweeted a short time ago, reports are that basketball great Kobe Bryant and 3 others have been killed in a helicopter crash in California. That is terrible news. Scottie Pippen, he's been among former and current NBA stars paying tribute, saying, "I'm stunned, words can't even come close to describing it. Just an incredible, sad and tragic day." Tributes are being held for the basketball great. Crowds are gathering already around a flower memorial at the home ground for the LA Lakers. Bryant spent his entire 20-year career with the Lakers, winning 5 NBA championships. An emotional moment of silence has also been held before the Denver Nuggets and the Houston Rockets match.
Please join us in a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Mamba.
Basketball legend Andrew Gaze spoke to Sky News on the impact Kobe Bryant had on the NBA.
He was extraordinary. He was this guy that come on the heels of the great Michael Jordan. He was one that his game was very, very similar. And I think it was quickly became renowned for his competitiveness and the way in which that he was able to tackle some of the greats at such a young age. He was one of the first to come straight from high school into the NBA ranks, but his profound influence took shape so early. So it was quite an extraordinary journey that he was on, and he is absolutely in the conversation when you think of the greatest of all time with what he was able to achieve and the championships that he won and the impact that he had on the sport is right up there with some of the all-time greats.
We are standing by as well to go to the police news conference, still waiting to hear more details on the crash itself, of course, and who died in this accident apart from Kobe Bryant after various reports this morning. So we'll take you there as soon as that does begin. Let's go to Scott Jackson, our Fox Sports News reporter, for more on this. Just the player himself, Scott Jackson, absolute giant of the game. Also interesting to note, you get players chopping and changing a lot in American sports, but he was a Lakers man through and through.
Loyalty is a rare thing these days in sport, no matter the code, and you're right, he played 2 decades as an LA Laker, and that town, especially in California, mourning more than anyone else, but it's rocked everyone right around the world, basketball fans, young and old, and he only retired in 2016, Tom, so even the young fans of basketball would remember seeing Kobe Bryant play and know just how good he is. Forget about basketball. Yes, he's considered to be at least top 5, if not even better, all time in the NBA, but we're talking about one of the great sporting icons of the modern era, Kobe Bryant. And you've seen the reaction from, massive names, Tom Brady, Tiger Woods. He's playing in the Farmers Insurance, the final round of the US PGA tournament at the moment. Someone had to walk onto the court and tell him that his good mate and Kobe Bryant had been killed in a helicopter crash because they didn't want anyone from the gallery to shout it out while he was playing his final round. And Tiger, I guess, an indication of what Kobe Bryant stands for, and Tiger, he's playing on with the news in the back of his mind, of course. So there were cause for NBA games, Tom, to be called off today. There are 8 scheduled today, but the NBA has decided, as it stands, to actually let them go ahead after all, despite originally considering to call them off as a sign of respect. But we saw that minute's silence in that Nuggets-Rockets game earlier today. The LA Lakers themselves don't play until Wednesday. That's against the LA Clippers, so you'd imagine that's an incredibly emotional fixture coming up in a few days' time. But for the man himself, I mean, what can you say that hasn't already been said? 5 championships, really helping LA get back onto the stage. Burst onto the scene towards the end of Michael Jordan's career and became the face of NBA. And was there to see LeBron James sort of take over as the king of the sport now. And only yesterday, Kobe Bryant tweeted, yesterday afternoon, he tweeted congratulating LeBron James, who passed him into 3rd on the all-time leading NBA scorers list. So we've seen reaction from current and former NBA players as well. Paul Pierce, who was one of his rivals at Boston, sending out his love and disbelief and heartbreak via social media. I guess another sign that no matter how big that rivalry was between the Lakers and Boston for years, there's still enough respect for someone like Kobe Bryant from someone like Paul Pierce. So, the basketball community absolutely mourning. Reports, Tom, as you indicated or suggested, that he was actually taking one of his daughters to a basketball game as well. So we are waiting to hear from authorities. Reports have suggested, though, that his wife was not one of the 4 who are yet to be identified on that crash that have killed 5, including Kobe.
Yeah, that report there from CNN that Kobe Bryant, one of his daughters, also killed. He had 4 daughters in total with his wife, so it's going to be a harrowing time regardless for that family. And as I said, we're standing by to hear from the police on those details. The player himself, I mean, the level he got to, Scotty, I mean, he was just called Kobe. That's all you needed to know to hear about the player. And the highlights you see of him, that he could do it all. You saw how lethal he was from the 3-point line. He was that sort of hybrid player that could play tall, could play short as well.
Absolutely, he had it all, and that's what you need to do to be able to do to be one of the all-time greats. It's you see so many greats of the game, and this guy is certainly one of the greatest. As I said before, considered by many as one of the top 5 in NBA history. So 4th on the NBA leaders list, only just eclipsed by LeBron James yesterday, as mentioned. But of the 20 years he played for LA, he was an 18-time All-Star. He won 5 championships, as mentioned. Also represented America at the Olympic Games and helped them win 2 gold medals as well. So look, the accolades speak for themselves, and what makes it even more difficult to deal with, as I said before, the fact that he was only 41 years old, only retired after the 2016 season. So, basketball fans can remember what he... I mean, you read about the younger generation who might not be old enough to remember Michael Jordan as a player, certainly know what he's about. You know what I mean? But Kobe Bryant is only 41. He played just, four years ago he was still playing. So it's just such a shock, and one that we're all still... still in shock. Fox Sports News and, right around this country, right around the world, whether you're a basketball fan or not, just how big that name Kobe Bryant is.
Yeah, well, we're so used to talking about athletes in terms of, their career and 38 years old, but then the day after your retirement, 38, 39 and 41 he was then. Well, it's very young. He has his whole life ahead of him with his daughters and, of course, of his wife. So very sad news, Scotty. Thank you. We'll talk to you later in the day.
Jimmy Roberts in our NBC Sports studios. By now, you've likely heard the shocking and terrible news. NBA superstar Kobe Bryant, 41 years of age, was killed in a helicopter crash earlier today just outside of Los Angeles. A total of 5 people have been reported to have perished in the accident. The 5-time NBA champion, who is a candidate for the Hall of Fame this year, was known to have used a helicopter to travel for years, dating back to when he played for the Lakers and commuted from Newport Beach to the Staples Center. This, the scene just moments ago in Denver prior to the Nuggets game against the Houston Rockets. Elsewhere, the sports world understandably convulsed in immediate shock and sadness. Bill Russell, the Hall of Fame center for the Celtics, says, "You were my biggest fan, Kobe, but I was yours as well." Patrick Mahomes with the Kansas City Chiefs on his way to the Super Bowl, expressing the thoughts of many. R.I.P. Mamba, using the nickname that Kobe Bryant was known by. And Tom Brady, not much to say. We miss you already, Kobe. Details are still emerging. The L.A. County Sheriff's Department has scheduled a 5 o'clock Eastern Time press conference. NBC News will bring that to you. Again, terrible news on this day. Bryant is survived by his wife, Vanessa, and their 4 daughters. My thoughts are with them. Now back to figure skating.